glove. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. We can look at this Bronco defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. Left side to Lamb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Lance. That is caught by Lamb. And he's able to get the yard line before he's out of bounds. First and 10 at the 36-yard line. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. That is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. First and 10 at the 37-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line.
43 rail. Set.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll take this down to the 33. The Cowboys at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
Now a 2nd and 6.
striker. 3-3. Hunt.
Here's Pollard again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now play fake. Lance. That is caught. Schoonmaker. Touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Drill, 52. Ready?
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Here now, 3rd and a yard. In motion left goes Cooks. Trying to run for it with Pollard. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Slide through. White.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After one, 7-3 the score on E8. Now a 2nd and 10.
Claw, 10. Black shot. Hut, hut.
The Lance going to throw. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
27-yard line.
Set, hut. Fight, 60. Set.
Lance now on first down. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A good pickup there, 22.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
Ready, ready. 22 needle. Trouble, 38. Set.
They'll run with Pollard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
10 cycles. Hut.
Pollard again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
97.
And here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
On the ready.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Striker. 3-3. Ready.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing. Love. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. There he goes, right side. Now he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Trouble. 38.
Now a second down throw for Love here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Lance to throw on second down here. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And the Cowboys
Right, 97.
first and 10 at the 40.
Throwing on first down is Lance. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Okay, right? Shot, 17. Ready.
Lance now on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Drill 3. Ready.
Throwing on second and long. Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Set, go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
Ready.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
Here we go. Striker, 3-3. Hey, move. Set, cut.
Following the interception, Love. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Set, ready. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
Second half begins with a run by Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Pollard, they'll take it up the gut. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 70. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage. Aubrey good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love now. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Getting home that time to Marvy and Overshown. The Broncos send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To throw, it's Lance. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Rail, yellow. Ready.
Now Lance. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 46 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery. But he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Second down, Love. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever is trying...
Touchdown! Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Cowboys 45, Broncos 6.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
First down, Broncos.
Love now to pass on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. That is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 43 rail. Set.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
3-3.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 36. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
52.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
52 blaster. Ready.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Clock 10. Ready.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ready. Fury, yellow. Claws red.
On 1st and 10, Love. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Ready.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Extra point up and good by Dicker as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Down.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hut, hut.
From the gun, it's Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Now a play fake. Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 43-yard line.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 9.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 47-yard line.
10 cycles. Black Ultra. Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Tosses the out route here to Gallup. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here we go.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
On the set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Okay,
backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Drill, 52. Hey, red. White.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. Now they got to get to the line quickly. First down going to the air with Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
52 blaster.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a solid run down inside the 30. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Love looking to throw it. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Love. And my goodness, another interception. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Blue. White, 60. Red, cycle. Set.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
4 yards on the pickup.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
At the 20-yard line.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Ready?
On play action, Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Ready up.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Lance looks to throw again. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Green jack.
Now Love. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And is this